Patterns play a vital role in our life. We collect and process information throughout our day and throughout our lives and store them in recognizable patterns. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the immense power that these patterns can have in our life, how we can recognize them, and what to do with them. Patterns can be extremely powerful. They are especially powerful when they are repeated and have an emotion or a feeling associated with them. The most powerful pattern is the self pattern, and this is all the experiences, the knowledge, and the feelings that we carry about ourselves. So every new individual that we meet is filtered through this pattern. So for instance, a friend, a partner, colleagues, you're always looking at them through your old patterns that you carry around with you. Now, here are 2 steps I have to help you become aware of these patterns. First off, think of someone in your life that does something that really bothers you. So it could be a colleague, a friend, your partner, a boss, and we're looking for something that really gets you going. And what is that thing? So you can take a pen and paper and you can just make a list or just free write whatever comes to mind about this behavior or this action that they do. Now, perhaps it's your friend who really puts on responsibility. They don't take any responsibility for their life, and so you feel like you have to take care of them. Now, I want you to think about who this reminds you of, or where have you experienced that before. Now we're going to have to go back to our past, likely to our childhood, because that's where a lot of these patterns start. Perhaps it was your mother who really didn't take any responsibility, so you felt like you had to take them on. Now, once you've drafted all of this down, or you've thought about this, step 2 is to see, what do you do in this pattern? So for instance, going back to the friend who doesn't take any responsibility, how does that make you feel? Do you think, okay, here's another example of someone else I have to take care of? And maybe you are doing more than you should be doing. Maybe you're taking responsibility for them and they're not even asking you to take responsibility because that's what you've been programmed to do for so long. Once you've noticed this pattern, you'll likely recognize it in other areas of your life. So maybe friendships, at work, in intimate relationships. It will probably really infiltrate many areas of your life. And once you recognize it, just give it space, just observe it, acknowledge it, and be gentle with yourself. And once you become aware of it, this pattern and how you've responded, then you can start really integrating the changes that you want in your life in response to the patterns, because you have the capability to change the patterns, to change your programming. But it takes time and it takes some work. So I hope this video helped you in recognizing some of the patterns you've been unaware of. If you like this video, please share it, please comment, and I would love to hear some of the patterns you've been able to identify through this exercise.